Jim Stover with Vinum Cellars, and the reason for this whole video here is just to give you a quick snapshot on what we're doing. I'd like you to know the wines. I think we're different. I think we're unique. I have another video that just kind of gives you the intro on why we're here and what we're trying to do. But from a let's go through the wines quickly standpoint, I'd like to give you bullet points so you can be successful in your accounts with these wines. Chenin Blanc, that's right, Chenin Blanc from Clarksburg. If you've never heard of it, no worries, I get it. Clarksburg, famous for three things: Chenin Blanc, Petit Syrah, and no Wi-Fi. Map of it, I'll put it up right now. The reason that all of these maps I put up is we're actually single vineyards, so you can brag to your accounts that you have single vineyards wines and actually know where they come from. Kind of a novel idea instead of it just saying California and you hope it's kind of similar to style from the last vintage you have. You won't have that problem with us. All of our wines are from single vineyards. They're from the same growers we've been working with for 20, 25 years. They know what we like. They know what we like. Everything you have, single vineyard, iconic AVA, value-priced wines. And the vineyards are managed by incredible growers that we love. They're the best at what they do. Third, fourth generation. Very, very unique, special locations. Clarksburg's one of them. You can see on that map that there's a valley that goes right through Clarksburg, goes all the way down to San Francisco Bay. We've all been in San Francisco, froze our butts off in the afternoon when that breeze comes off the ocean. That goes right up that valley, right through Clarksburg. You don't get that up north in Sacramento or lower in Lodi, which is this funnel effect that goes through, shuts the grapes down every day. Cool climate on this. This Chenin Blanc is not your grandma's Chenin. It's not sweet. It's a drier style. It's light. It's stunning, quite frankly. Serious on the front. If you look in the back label, that's the original label with owners Chris Condos and Richard Bruno. So it's a fun label, perfect for restaurants by the glass. I can tell you, you put this by the glass, the wine will stick. Chenin, Clarksburg. Monterey, we have two wines from Monterey, the Chard and the Pinot Noir. This is also a single vineyard out of Monterey. Steve McIntyre's the grower on this. Why is Monterey special? It is a very cool climate. We like really cool climates, especially with Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. Why do I like this wine so much? Because we told sommeliers and buyers to go to hell, and it was the smartest thing we ever did. The reason for that is, how do you make a Chardonnay that everybody likes? And the answer is, you don't. I like Chablis. I like Rombauer. Okay, those are polar opposites. The challenge we had with most buyers and sommeliers is if they even drink Chardonnay, it's occasionally Chablis. And that is not our target market. The California Chardonnay consumer wants wine like this. So we proudly tell everyone 100% malolactic, 100% barrel aged. But what we do a little bit different is when we're aging it for malolactic fermentation, we do it in small barrels so we can stir the lees 3 times a week. That kicks out the chemical called diacetyl, which is why you're not going to taste butter in this. 100% Chard, beautiful nose, beautiful flavor, nice, long, creamy linger without any butter flavor. I think you'll like it. Pinot's what we're most famous for. The reason for that is not many people make Pinot Noir. That's 100% Pinot Noir. What an amazing concept. Single vineyard, cool climate, high acid, nice extraction. We don't add anything to it. Probably our most popular restaurant wine because there are not many people that make Pinot Noir this good at this price. Stylistically, Bing Cherry, not as much earth. Great, great flavor, great extraction. I think everyone will love it. Back to Clarksburg. Petit Syrah, we've made it forever. Originally, most of it was getting bought by wineries that wanted to beef up their wimpy calves. This is a very concentrated grape, thus the name. Don't confuse it with Syrah, totally different. Petite Syrah has always been a standalone for us because we think Clarksburg gives it wonderful terroir flavor. Pets is a grower handle, Petite Syrah. For Petite Syrah, that is Pets. You'll see every winery in the world that makes Petite Syrah labels it Pets. So it's not us being cute. Tanker the dog is us being cute. The grower, Ken Wilson, this was his dog, Tanker. We put him on the front. We kind of joke that this Petite Syrah is like the dog, big and bold with long legs. This is your official wine at dinner parties for all your snobby cab friends, and I have a lot of them. I like to bring this because you probably won't get more bang for the buck for a big style wine for a value price than this Petite Syrah. Our number one bestseller, Paso Cab, the Insider. The Insider, because you got to know where to get the good stuff. And that's what we know. 4 different vineyards this comes off. This is the only one we have, one grower partner, but we get it from 4 different locations. That's what adds the sophistication to the wine. It's very layered. It's very complex. It is fantastic cab, but I think the key to this wine is we don't over oak it. A lot of our friends up north in Napa are coming down to Paso. They're trying to beef that wine up, which is why the prices are going up through the roof. Brand new oak barrels are expensive, and what used to be a value location, there aren't a whole lot of those left in Paso. 18 to 24 months in wood this is. However, it's second use. Tons of grip, tons of wine. I think you're going to be shocked, and there are not many people that can walk into restaurants still today at a value price for by the glass like we do here. This should be your biggest seller too. 99% of the wines that we sell, those are the wines right there. We have 2 last wines that are ego wines. We only make a few hundred cases. These are going to blow anyone away. Specialty shops, restaurants, you can't just throw this on the shelf and hope it's going to grow. Has to be in one of those special accounts where they hand sell. And they're going to love hand selling these too. The Scrapper, that's Gene Tunney. If you've never heard of him, the reason we put him on there is his counterpart was Jack Dempsey. Everybody knows Jack Dempsey. Everyone thinks Jack Dempsey could be the most famous heavyweight fighter in history. We compare him to Cabernet Sauvignon. A lot of people think Cabernet is the biggest, it's the best, it's the champ. They don't give any respect to Cabernet Franc. They certainly don't know Cab Franc was mixed with Sauvignon Blanc, crossed, and that's how you came up with Cabernet Sauvignon. The reason we put Gene on there is Jack Dempsey's the biggest, he's the best, he's the champ. He only lost 2 pro fights as a champion, and both were Gene Tunney. So this is our tribute to Gene Tunney. This is our tribute to Cabernet Franc to show it can be just as big and just as powerful. And also, this is our tribute to the underdog. The name is the Scrapper. That was his nickname. This is from a single vineyard in El Dorado, up in the mountains, way up in the mountains. Cabernet Franc has pyrazine problems, but if you go up high with a lot of sunlight, takes those pyrazines out. So big, rich. Look at the vintage on this too. I think you're going to be shocked at the bright color, even though it's an older wine. About 300 cases of this wine, always has scores. Last one, Vinum Cellars, Napa, Cabernet Sauvignon. We own this vineyard. We farmed it since 05. We bought it in 18. Very unique hillside right on the edge of Atlas Peak, about 8.5 acres. Could be the greatest value wine out there. I doubt there are many people walking in with a vintage as old as this with a wine that's so big in style. That's because of the location. Key to this wine is very unique clone. Clone 23. It's the Laurel Glen clone of Cabernet. It's about half the size of a normal Cabernet grape, about the size of an English pea. Very concentrated, very intense. We have to use Seguin Moreau Chateau Margaux barrels. We age that for 26 months, and then it actually ages in the bottle another 4 years. I just don't think there are many cabs out there. Single vineyard, edge of Atlas Peak, at the price you're going to be able to walk in. You're going to pour this in a glass and you're going to think it's a 2020 because it's so vibrant and young looking, and the nose is very intense, beautiful, huge tannins, an absolute steal for the price you're going to sell. About 300 cases, again, 90 plus press on all of this, every single vintage. Hope you enjoyed the maps. Check us out right here. You can certainly call me on my QR code right there if you have, or all my contact information is on the QR code. Would love to help you sell more wine. Thank you.